Welcome back to Timberborn. We are in a day of drought left. It will be day, what are we at? 18 coming up, cycle 20. We're in it, and it's excitement. I've got coffee on the ready for sipping, and we're ready to go. Thank you for all the comments and those that hit the like button, and those who are members. I appreciate it. I do. Man, that coffee's good. Hot and good. Doesn't stay hot the whole video, so we have to sip it occasionally. But drought ends tomorrow, so when the night comes, we will turn the water pumps back on. This is already dried out. We could fix it. We can't fix it when it's a bad tide. We can fix it when it's a drought and slowly let water through. But when it is not a drought, we cannot. So we will not. Oh, they did this. It's actually good. We can do this now. This is the highest of priorities, of course. We have stranded beavers, and some of them are builders. Hopefully all of them are not builders, because that would not be great. What are these guys doing? Oh, scrap, sure. Yep, get the scrap. Oh, we need scrap. We have gotten to the point where our metal guys have used up all the scrap, which is excellent. That means we're getting lots of metal. It also means that we need to focus on getting this soon, and we will do that very soon. Let's get our jobs put back on, just so that they're not unemployed, because in this town, if you don't work, you don't eat. It's not true. It's not true. The beavers don't live by that moral code, unfortunately, for them. We'll let this continue to dump out for a little bit. It does take quite a bit of time, and there's other solutions, I know, but we're not using them. One of the solutions is maybe a pump over here somewhere to pump out bad water off the map. I don't know. It would have to be up high, and I don't know. It would take a lot of thinking. But these will open when this turns, when it turns into, the showers need water, yeah. When it turns blue, that's what I'm trying to say. One of the things we can do is flood it, and then, let it mix a little bit, and then close it again, or open it again, opposite of what I keep saying. Ready? Get set. Now! I don't know if that makes any difference when I do it, or if that made a difference at all, actually. But at least the water flowing out a lot faster might suck the water from the corners. No idea. I don't think so, actually. And of course, you got the pump pumping the good water out of the bad. So that might slow it down a smidgen. You know what we could do, and maybe we try this, is force the water up and over into the corners. Does that make sense? So that, yeah, I think it does make sense. Let's give this a shot. Here's what I'm thinking. We put in blocks here all the way to here, right? And then what will happen is the water will have to come down from this reservoir, and like it is now, it'll hit the blocks though and have to go this way and push out the corners. We could do that on the other side as well, I think fairly easily. So let's keep that in mind. We have 14 metal blocks stacked. The bracket is probably brackish enough that we can make it work for now. And maybe we put sluices over here. It's just that you guys keep saying we could do this with sluices, but there's no open, right? So I don't know. Is this what the close below contamination does? So if it's below 5%, it closes? Why would I want that? I don't know. One of these days I'll figure it out. Yeah, see, this is working. It's still... Ugh. That's unfortunate. It's still fairly contaminated, so... But at least now they've got the water that they are going to need. Anyway, we didn't even use what 2,000 at the most if it was full, and I don't think it was. Okay, we are in it. We've got metal blocks somehow to spare. Look at this. Wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself. They do need water. There's water nearby, right here. So perfect. Yeah, we've got coffee coming in. Awesome. One more step in the whole process. Hopefully they are. They're building this. Look at that. That's kind of a cool... They've got like a shaft, the shaft thing all built already. He's waiting for gears, which we have plenty of. I'm waiting for treated planks and stuff. Good. Our buildings are flooding a little bit. I wouldn't... Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all to worry about. All the beavers want water. Why don't they just go, I don't know, drink some water? That's what I would do. Okay, so coffee. Let's let's use the haulers to prioritize this building. And the reason for that is because I think it's fun. Good. So what building products do we have left? Well, the hydroponics garden, the engines over there, they are obsessed with buildings over here, which is fine. I think we could probably get the hydroponics garden going, but I really do think that we are at the stage where it's probably beneficial to start getting bots. And if we are going to do that, we do have a little surplus of metal. So if we're going to do that, we're going to want to get these engines built and decide if we want to build the bots over there or if we want to build the bots way over here where maybe there's room for more industrial. How is our scrap metal? Scrap metal's okay. Let's do it over here. I think, how far are we here? I think there's a way to get a little bit closer. Well, this is pretty well red here on this path and on this path, and this is orange. So it's pretty far on there also. So, and we don't have any room back here anymore for bots. Bots are stackable. We can do the parts in one giant stack, but it is a big square. It is a wonder, isn't it? If we do it over here, we have to build all the engines and stuff first. And we're going to need... 1, 2, 3. So... 500 horsepower for the bots factory, and then another 500 for 2 bot assemblers. So that's quite a bit. And then we need chargers also. So like 1,000. Although, we do have this river. And we could start making it square. You know what? Let's think about it. Let's change the direction of this. So, I mean, it's just TNT. So if we did this, that'll drop down there. So that's fine. And then we come down like this. Straight across. Not there. But here. We chop down this mountain with a... let's just unlock the next stage here, because I think that's doable. Yeah. And then unfortunately this is pretty darn deep, but we'll start with a 3. And then we'll make it just wide enough for 2 water wheels. So we need 4. It needs to be 4 wide. Yeah. So we might have to make the whole thing 4 wide, but we can start where we are. So 4 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that? So we'd have to block off the rest. We're gonna have to get rid of this blockage, as it were. We thinking correctly here? 4 wide. That'd be this. That's that. And then let's just double check. I don't know how we can double check, but we're also gonna have to make it 1 more deeper, I think. But we can attempt to at least see. Yeah. So if we did this, and we had another one over here, I believe that's 4. Yeah. Okay. So let's get this started. Also, what we can do is straighten out this corner so it's the same. You know, so it's the same. Maybe even make it the same depth. So let's make this a 2 deep. The only issue, well, no, yeah, let's not make that too deep. And fill this in like that and like that. So we can change the corner here. And then, yeah, we'll blow this all up first, and then we'll start making it too deep afterwards. So let's get down here. What? Like that. We're gonna want a levee here anyway. So we're going to fill this in like this. We're going to fill this in like that. No, we're not. Because that needs to be too deep. Let's just ignore this for a second. Ignore that for a second, because it will need to be too deep. But we do don't want that there like that. Or we just build up the... how is that going to work? We'll figure it out as we go. But anyway, let's get the path continued here. I think this will make sense after we start it. We're going to have a path for now, and then we will adjust everything later. And if we play our cards right, which I think that's what we're trying to do, we'll have a straight canal where we can put the big wheels in. I think that's where we're at. Anyway, we do need scrap metal, so I'm gonna keep allowing that to be built, just because this scrap metal here is it's not forever, you know. However, we do have 81 metal blocks, and so I'm wondering. Yes, they built. That was built. What other building projects do we have? Those engines are probably pretty good. So yeah, that's what we'll intend over here, is to get all this done. You know what? Let's do these next and turn them off. Yeah, turn them off until we are ready for power. How's this? Okay, yeah, so we're gonna want to block this also very soonly. Not too soon, but oh, and this too. Yep. So we'll get a path going across here, and we really ought to be. We really ought to have a second district, but I'm just not ready. 100 mangrove fruits I just saw. Awesome. Very good. We could probably kick up the food storage, but I don't know that we need more than 3,000 food. I don't know. Everything else seems to be a rockin', as far as I can tell. We could do more haulers if we wanted to. But maybe we need more builders. I don't know. I think currently we're fine. So we'll let that get taken care of. But I think I'm doing this right. Yeah, you'll let me know, right? If we are not. Excuse me. The only other thing is we don't want this to be turned on. They haven't built it yet, so that's good. Yeah, it doesn't look like they are wanting to either, so that's good. It'd be nice to get this going. But I think we have built them in an order that is just how we're going to have to do it currently. This is just waiting on. Oh, it is still waiting on metal blocks. I thought the metal blocks was done, but it's not. And so this one also needs 200 metal blocks. So we're going to be here a minute waiting on metal blocks, and there may be, or that may be the reason why we put bots over here, but maybe not also. I still think the bots should go over here, but now I'm looking at the time frame of getting bots over here is going to be quite a long time. But oh, and they built this. So this should be exactly, well, they almost built this. What are you guys doing? There, if they do that, then we have a, then when the bad tide comes, we'll be able to flush this out a little bit better. Should we just do that over here as well, just to get it done? Probably. We have a minute to just design it, so let's just do it. We'll just come out. If we just maybe like to here. So you'll see what I mean here in a second, probably. Yeah, I think this is probably a good idea. So now the water can flow into this corner and out. And maybe I think I've gone one too far because I don't want it to cause flooding and all that. Not that this isn't going to cause flooding and all that, but you know what I mean. So now the water will flow just as it is now. But it'll come down through here. It'll hit this. and all the bad water will be flushed through this corner, and then through this corner up here because of the same reasons, and then of course it'll hit this, or this will be open and it'll flow out that way. That's the idea. I think that'll flush things out a lot better. Perfect. That's a bad tide solution. And we've got another bad river solution over here. We are a day away at, well, we have almost got one about to be shut off, but we are used up all but 9 of our metal blocks. So I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye.